We here at the Game and Saloon Rift Tracks always support any and all that are involved in the creation and distribution of any show we feature, and will encourage any of those watching to support the official release. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you pre-recorded from our internet couch. This is the Game and Saloon Rift Tracks for July 2nd, 2016, with your host, Spacebreaker2448.
And Rampant Epsilon that apparently can't figure out what day it is either.
And I'd eat you on that.
I'm if I remember when I'm editing, I'm gonna play a clip right about now where we completely fuck up the intro.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know why I said the wrong day there. I was off a day.
Yeah, this will be going out near July 4th, which I can't wait to be on Twitter and have people complain about fireworks in their neighborhood. All the fireworks in their neighborhood. Like, part of me gets a weird satisfaction of it and seeing people complain about fireworks, because I'm like, alright, you know it's 4th of July, you know people are going to be shooting off fireworks, if you're going to complain about it, well, that's your problem. It's your problem. But if people are complaining about it because, you know, you're not supposed to be shooting off fireworks where you are, well, yeah, I can kind of understand that a little bit.
Yeah.
I only say that because also somebody on Twitter, like, was saying, like, someone bought out half the store's fireworks.
Oh, that's every year.
At the moment. I'm like, alrighty then, that's a little early.
I swear that's every year, though.
Yeah, it's always like the full week before and then the full week afterward. Everyone's like, well, I gotta shoot off them fireworks even if it ain't 4th of July, because America, son, woo!
You did that a little too good.
Well, I am from the South, so I know how to get into that accent for that far too easily.
Oh, I'm not saying that that's not a reason to be able to. I'm just saying you did that far too good.
Oh. Well, I'm practicing, you know? Anyway. This week we're going to be taking a look, we're continuing to look at Kamen Rider Double, with episodes 5 and 6, The Girl A, Papa is a Kamen Rider, and The Price of Lying. So continuing our look at a fantastic Rider series, because, you know, we'd like to watch a good Rider series considering Ghost is garbage at the moment.
Considering I've pretty much dropped Ghost. Like, I don't even remember if I've watched the one I downloaded.
Oh,
And
the one where...
It's not the recent one. It is 35. I don't even know what episode we're at now.
Fuck if I even know. I skipped through, like, I quote-unquote watched last week's episode in the fact of I skimmed through the episode for the most part. Let's see, you said 35 was the last one you saw?
Maybe. I don't remember if I watched that one or not. I know
That's
it's
last week's
downloaded.
episode. Yeah, that's last week's episode. That's not the start of the two-part of Koyomi shows up, gets fucking telepathy, and we go fucking nowhere for the entire goddamn episode. Like literally we set up a separate plot line for each of the riders, fucking go nowhere the entire episode.
Okay,
Fucking nowhere.
to this I have to say, have we ever went anywhere in Ghost? Even the forms have been phoned in.
Well, to be fair, the Gon hand for Necron is actually a retooled Gon hand into the Gon catcher, because now he can insert icons into it. And I guess smack people with the end of it. Couldn't tell that considering the Gon hand was shot from the wrong side of it to show that off in the one photo I saw until they released the images of the toy that's a premium release. And I'm like, oh, you're at least trying to give Necrom an upgrade. when it's not a new form. And also, he hasn't used Sanzo except for that one time. So, yeah. You might as well count Sanzo as like fucking new form at this point. Considering how much he used Grim and not Sanzo throughout the entirety of the goddamn show up until now.
Yep.
Yeah, Ghost isn't good. I skimmed through the Raw for Amazons this week, and it's just, I don't fucking care. The show's alright, I guess, but I am not invested in Amazons like I think some people are. Some people are like, this is the best fuck show in existence. I'm like, the fuck show are you watching? I'm bored to death sometimes of this show. This show's so goddamn bleak and boring, it's ridiculous. This show has no character at all. No one cracks a joke, and I'm like, fucking somebody laugh, please. I'm dying over here because I'm like, I'm not entertained because this show is just a bleak, boring, black blurk. Not even a black blob, a black blurk. Yeah. Like, I don't care about anyone on this cast, really. I don't at all. Spoilers, we're having a mini, supposed to be Togebox show in before this because I feel like talking about stuff.
And you know, we still haven't started that.
Yeah, I need to figure out the title card. The problem is, I have an idea, but I don't know how to get to that idea.
Huh.
Yeah. I have a Photoshop file that is a title card that is a bunch of boxes where stuff should go, but I don't know how to make those boxes into something that looks good. I might be reaching too far considering my capabilities. But yeah, what's funny is when people they'll probably come out like after this episode of TGSR, but don't expect much Toku talk on there because it'll probably be mostly me talking about how fucking good the new Pokemon anime is. And by new, I mean the one that's about to end, and I'm sad it's about to end because I'm just now about to catch up the current episodes. As soon as the subgroup gets me caught up, because there's only one subgroup subbing it, and it's 3 weeks behind right now as of this recording. God damn it. Anyway, cover double. We're heading into... I don't actually remember these two episodes. Here's the problem. I really like double. There are patches of it I probably aren't going to remember offhand until we start watching it.
I think the same's gonna be for me.
And you've watched it sooner than I have.
Yeah. But I think it more boils down to it's been long enough for me to have forgotten some things.
Yeah.
But I think, like, once we start into it, I'll be like, oh yeah, okay, I remember this one.
Yeah. All I remember is the preview from when we last recorded GDSR, and there's the girl who thinks Double's her father. That's all I remember. That was the preview. Do you even remember that?
Not right offhand.
Anyway, shall we get rolling?
I guess we shall.
Alright, take a look at Kamen Rider Double here. Episode 5. Links are down in the description below.
Hey, you remembered.
Yep, so you can watch along with us. Spoilers, I'm watching the hard copies I have for DVD Hunt, so I'm technically not watching the same thing as you guys, even though it's the exact same file, I think.
Yeah.
Is it the HD ones?
Yep.
Ah, okay, then it's the exact same file, so. Alright. Start up here in 3, 2, 1, go. I will also say this, I just streamed 13-2 the night before we recorded this. God, that battle system is boring as fuck. And like takes all interest I have out of 13-2 out of me.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, you have all these fucking moves you're getting in this Crystarium, because I keep unlocking moves in the Crystarium, and I feel like unless they have a specific thing they do, they are absolutely pointless and absolutely indistinguishable from each other. Like, there is no difference between fire and ice, I swear. That is not windmill shaped. That will not stand in this town. 0 out of 10, not enough windmills. Doesn't matter if your kid tries to hawk it or not. Because being careful. I was about to say, like, you go, why did you hop into this? Why didn't you like go off to the side?
Because she likes being in trouble.
Also, I think this is one of the only times where I've ever seen a writer give a damn about his secret identity.
Yep.
I'm like, this never happens. Also, I swear that has to be a Ryuki reference. Specifically a reference to Knight. Just taking them completely out of it. I was like, wait, no, no. Have you seen how I am around women? I couldn't bag a woman if I tried. But yeah, for 13-2, it's just like it also doesn't help that like the story half the time is just like shit's happening and we don't know why. And I'm like, okay, no, you seem to be a bag of exposition only when we need to know something, yet you fucking just don't know anything else. Like, can you at least be helpful? Besides telling me the obvious, sometimes. And I'm like, ugh.
Starting to regret your decision now?
No, because it's not like it's pissed me off. I'm just like, God, you were so boring and just not effective. Like, I thought this game was supposed to piss me off in 10 minutes flat. I streamed the game for 2 hours and 40 goddamn minutes. And fucking nothing. The most reaction it got out of me was in the first 20 minutes. Oh, there goes that camera. Well, they are like fucking artillery striking you, I think, considering how that one shot was. You had a bullets to swap.
A little
I
jumpy,
think
are
he
we?
fucked off. That looks nothing like double.
I know it.
That is almost like the fucking patchwork drive again put together from like the one episode of Drive. Except it's not even in the right show because it's a fucking Ryuki reference. Yeah. Like I know like I said in the stream, I know where 13-2's story goes. I know how garbage it gets, but oh god, does it take forever to get there, I think. Like, I'll put it this way, the review I watched, in addition to his reviews, I think covered in 20 minutes what took me 2 or almost 3 hours to get through. He covered that in like 20 minutes. And I'm like, fuck. I don't understand why you like burned through that in 20 minutes, because there's fucking shit in all here. By the way, you can beat Atlas at full power. You just have to like be like New Game Plus Plus to do it. Otherwise, you have to knock it down to like fucking less than a quarter of its health. You look so fucking bored there, kid. What the fuck? You do realize there's 2 people in double, right? Oh, thank you. He didn't look down at you. Just said, "Hey, deliver this to Philip. I'm gonna go do something else."
Well, to be fair, he kind of does have to look down on her.
Yeah.
She's kind of shorter.
Yeah. Sure you were. I love they're arguing about him having a fucking period. It's like, he gets shot in the leg. He's fine. How the fuck did you fall ass first into a damn trash can?
Very carefully.
Also, just bend fucking forward. You'll pop out of there. I think. I
Maybe.
hope. You know, for trying to not shoot and trying to shoot somebody, he really sucks at his aim. Yeah, just walk in front of the door. Hopefully he just didn't take a break in shooting you. Also, why go so far and not hit her, even though you fucking hit everything else in existence?
Yep.
See, fucking he agrees with me. That is not a windmill. That can't stand in this town. If you're gonna generate clean energy, at least make it look like a windmill. Oh, Kitty not happy.
That cat's always mad.
That cat has an anger issue. I also find if no, I'm not gonna spoil that. Never mind.
I was keeping my mouth shut too.
Yeah. Although I will say, I at least give 13.2 credit in at least running good on my laptop. Like it has no issues at all. Ah, shit. No! Ah, Jesus. Just gonna move down the numbers?
Pretty much. When 7 screws up, it'll be 8's turn.
Wait, are they trying to acquire the land too? I do believe they'd be bullshitting you. But you can deny the cuteness, or in this case, the board cuteness. Wow. That's why they don't want them having the land. I was about to say, Philip, the logic is what you're for in this relationship. Yeah, kind of a dick move.
Yeah, big one.
I seriously question that comment. I kind of wonder what the actual books they use for the lookups are.
That is a good question.
I mean, do they have like 4 books they just cycle through because they just replace the cover?
Possible.
I still question how the fuck he got in the damn trash can to begin with, but I think weirdly enough, Double gets the most use out of his little gadget things out of any writer that has gadget things.
I think you're right, actually.
I think O's is second, but like Forza never really used a lot of his gadget things like late into the show. And Wizard barely used the Plow Monsters after a while. The Gaim didn't have any. Technically, the shift cars doubled as gadget things. Well, I'll get the second episode up and running here in a second. Yeah. I mean, technically, all the shift cars doubled as gadget things, considering their nature, but... Oh, here's the thing. Ghost has barely used the fucking weapons outside of their weapon forms, even though they're actual things.
Yeah.
Especially when Mugen showing up. It's just like, we just summon out the thing, boom, done.
Well, to be fair, Mugen kind of is the I'm gonna go into Mugen, kick your ass, and not even try.
Well, I think they depowered Mugen, I think. I don't know.
I doubt it.
I'll put it this way. A fucking Genmaiser survived an encounter with Mugen only because we need to shit all over Alan so he can go off and train. That is the only reason the Genmaiser, we finally have a Genmaiser survive an encounter with Mugen. Also, there's a second Makoto that shows up, and I don't know why the fuck there's a second Makoto unless it's explained in this week's episode. And even if it is explained in this week's episode, it's probably some bullshit explanation because it's fucking Ghost at this point.
Wait. Really?
Yeah. There's a second evil Makoto. If I were to guess, it's because one of the fucking Genmeisers has an ability to copy or like turn someone into someone else, which is why there was a second Genmaiser fire, even though he was fucking dead an episode later. That's my guess. Otherwise, the fuck if I know. All I know is this Makoto evil as fuck. Anyway, you set on the episode?
Yep.
Alright, take a look at Double here in 3, 2, 1, go. I'm still waiting on them to announce like half a dozen fucking repaints of double of the renewal double for all his other forms. Considering how easy it would be to do that.
Yeah, it would be really easy.
I mean, like so far the renewal line has really not wanted to do like complete new remolds unless they can reuse parts. Like the only exception to that has been so far in Dagabazeba. And I guess to an extent, Ultimate Kuga. But that's not confirmed release yet. I don't or no, Ultimate Kuga renewal has been confirmed release. Someone might have mistimed his cue there. That or he mispositioned himself for that transition shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I am surprised that like they've put out Hibiki in the renewal line, even though there's no Hibiki figure art to begin with. And so far they haven't announced anybody else from Hibiki. I would think, like, considering most of the body is I think the same for all the Hibiki characters, they could easily do any number of them. Considering there's like half a dozen fucking Hibiki characters actually. Or Hibiki writers. I would think. But so far, nothing for that. But they're expanding everyone else who has shown up in the renewal line. And also, there's the ever present, where the fuck is Kiva to finish out all the main riders, you asshats? Which I have to go, now I feel your pain because they keep teasing Trideron and being type Trideron and like, it'll come out eventually. And I'm like, all right, you motherfuckers, get out and get type Trideron out here now. Because, I don't give a shit about Ghost, so I ain't buying anything for Ghost. Even though you keep announcing stuff for Ghost. If fucking Mugen comes out before type Trideron, I will literally flip tables forever. Literally flip tables forever. He at least not being near any water for like the next 3 days. That might help you not die. There's my question. Where did she get that from? Did she go and make that, or did she get somebody to make it for her? 'Cause I want to know now. To be fair, he won't see her ever again for the rest of the series, so it won't fucking matter. Not that I remember. Had a little slip up there, guys. Probably should have gave him a complete one. Damn. Just ready to throw him under the bus. What's with you giving the death glare to everybody? Well, at least Akiko knows how to use the informants. Probably should have specified how much you were helping them today. He's off in another city dealing with shit. Get over it, Shotaro. There's nothing else you would have done. I don't think I remember there ever being an awkward time where they needed to transform and Philip was busy with something. Besides the one reference they make in Megamax. Well, probably should have had guards on your daughter. To be fair, I would have a bad feeling about this too. I think Heat Trigger is always Shotaro's fucking reckless form.
Fair point.
Because you're the only one who's here. If you had a problem with that, fucking hire somebody else. This is a 3-man operation, and you're the only one that can't kick a monster's ass. So you get to do everything else. Although I do wish that at one point she did try to hire like an assistant of some kind. Be like, oh, I'm gonna hire somebody to help me out and do all the other stuff you guys try to make me do. Granted, it would mess with the dynamic of this team, but it would have been an interesting little thing for like 2 episodes. If you want to be more intimidating, try to be like wave something around besides the ball. Because that ball ain't intimidating. Well, that finally worked. uh, I feel like Philip's gonna be looking up a whole bunch of shit on vinegar now. No, if you're shooting straight at him, I don't think you need to curve the bullets. Seems just a little bit unnecessary. Well, then stop hopping in the damn heart. Damn it. If you stop hanging out in the damn thing, it would stop dragging you along too. Also, why did you put Philip in there too? And surprisingly, this is one of the pieces of merchandise that, or one of the pieces of Doubles equipment that never got released in Figuarts. They released every other add-on for the Hardboilder except the Splasher. And this is the same line that released a fucking Cyclone Oxel Extreme. You know that form that shows up for like 20 seconds? We got that. That, but no Heart Splasher add-on. We got literally everything possible from Figuart, from like Double for Figuarts, I think, except the Heart Splasher. Like half the major Dopants got me, or half the boss Dopants got releases in Figuarts. I know, I think Nazca did, and I think Claydol also got a release, and Terror got a release. But I don't think anyone else in the family got a release. Oh wait, no, the cat got a release. Yeah, no Heart Splasher for whatever reason. It actually gets like, I think the second most use besides, I think, the Jet one. I think the booster is the least used one out of all the add-ons. I think. Look at Philip with the save. Almost like Shotaro's rubbing off on him, ever so slightly. Okay, out of curiosity, how are you gonna get the hard boulder out of the water now? Because I have to wonder. Do you have a dock that you can just drive up? I hope. Of course you fucking do. Why are you trying to drink vinegar? It's not gonna be good for you. Ah, shit. Here we go. Here's what I think is considered the worst 2 episodes of Double from everyone. Even the people who like the show. Oh. Oh, shit. I forgot how fucking close Movie War Twin Stand comes out to the beginning of Double. Oh, I forgot. I forgot Movie War Twin Stand just comes out like literally like 6 episodes into the show. Or no, like oh yeah, like 15 episodes or no, 14 episodes in. Which is like super quick for that movie. Anyway, yeah, any thoughts on these 2 episodes? Sally? Tommy. Lou. Well, I guess that's no. I got nothing else to say. Another couple fun episodes of Double. Next week we'll probably be slightly angry because it's like the worst 2 episodes of Double, the fucking Heaven's Tornado shit. But anyway, that'll do it for Rampant Epsilon and for me, Face 248. And we'll see you on the next round of Games Salute Tracks. Peace out.
Don't forget to check out the links in the top and the bottom and the other shows in the annotations. Also, for those on the mobile, you can find all the links in the description below. Till next time.